But no, if you want to talk about anything, feel free to talk.
Lille almost won against PSG
Yes,
yesterday. Have you watched the
I
game?
well, I was working. It's Friday. It's not a good time, but I did come and see the highlights. And Messi does look injured, and I don't
Yeah, he
understand.
was taken off actually. He could not actually run so far I remember at one time.
So I don't understand why even starting him if he's not feeling well. Um, but after Messi gone off, I mean Neymar looked to be more active,
Yeah, I saw
and
some flicks actually. Yeah.
and Di Maria looked to be Di Maria is always going to be active
Yeah, Di
for.
Maria was like there all the time, and for attack, he was building the attack, even like trying to finish the attack. Almost scored a couple of times,
Yeah,
but
Icardi missed one Di Maria crossed as well, but
yeah,
and also Neymar assisting Icardi. There was a save from keeper, but PSG so far, I mean, they're winning it. I know it's not convincing, but still winning it somehow, and they're uh, they're up there in the top. Um,
yeah, but they still have this problem with midfield. It hasn't been solved
I
or
couldn't believe
anything.
Wijnaldum as a professional player. If you have seen the Lille scoring the goal, I mean, you can see probably at least 30 seconds to 50 seconds ago that it is going to be goal because of Wijnaldum basically is not moving to cover the space.
I don't understand like why he is in the team, but why not Leandro Paredes?
I think Paredes is injured at this point, and
Oh,
he's
okay.
probably out. But there are other players such as Herrera is there, and they
Yeah,
have.
Ander Herrera is there. He's better in like tracking back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, so far Wijnaldum is has been really,
He's out of
really,
form actually.
really, really poor. I mean, I could understand our form, but I couldn't understand cover back your space and be physical about it. That's nothing about form. I can understand missed passes about form, or not hitting the target about the form, but running around, you can run even if you're out of form. He didn't cover back, and the I don't like Pochettino's wing back situation here. I think it's too easy to penetrate them in the counter. And although they have Marquinhos, I mean, he can't cover everything at this point. And Kimbembe, I don't really rate him really high, to be honest. It, they need a very good defender along with Marquinhos. Uh,
They have Sergio Ramos. I don't know when will he play.
is not fit. I think is probably
Yeah, he's not fit.
closer to be fit. But what is happening with PSG at this point? I don't like the way their players not moving much. I mean, it's almost like static. Uh, they're almost like a spectator, not but doesn't sit on the crowd, but they're
Do
playing.
you think? Do you think? Like players like Ronaldo, Messi, like they don't actually track back. Does it actually affect the team? Like, does it have like it? Like we you mentioned like PSG is not moving. It's the same with Manchester United.
No. It's a different problem. Look, Manchester United has a lot of bodies that aggressively runs. Like I'm not saying that a player like Ronaldo, if he doesn't track back, it's not a problem. Sometimes it can be. Definitely, it can be. But you need those midfielders to be very, very intelligent and make those blocks so the counter attack doesn't happen. So you're blocking with your midfielders or your flying wing backs. They will create some sort of thing. I think there is a lack of communication regarding PSG. I mean, they're
Whatever what I was saying, like the past matches, like whenever they lose the ball, they try to go back like slowly, like they are trying to
almost like
build
doesn't
this
care.
system.
Almost like doesn't
Yeah,
care. That's what
and
I'm
that
seeing from
they're trying
PSG.
to, yeah, they're trying to make this block with 7 players, and that's it. They don't try to like push man to man, like 50-50 combat with the like to get the ball.
That is why Di Maria is very important because he's the one who comes back and gets back. And I see there's a problem of PSG regarding there is no player who's really running back and forth, back and forth. Maybe if you put Marquinhos out there as a defensive midfielder, he might do the job. But then you're losing your probably the best center back.
Yeah, because he actually, yeah, if he wasn't there in the defense, they could have actually conceded like at least two more goals against Lille.
Exactly, and the other part of Pochettino's system is 4-2-3-1, and if his one midfielder is trying to just sitting deep, and they're trying to attack is fairly narrow, and I don't know how he. It's not really fluid at the moment. It's very static and very kind of disjointed. It's not.
It could work if he like if he has this team about like 4 5 years ago, but football has changed since, and
Yeah,
it's changing. Like in last 2 years, we are seeing something else. Like if one player doesn't actually press the ball or like make some sort of movements on the top, and the
actually,
whole team collapse actually.
what I think is he's going to be better on is almost like I don't know why he doesn't go to 3-5-2 sometime even. He doesn't trust three on the back because that would give him a build up option from back if he does want to do that.
Also, yeah, also it will like what another problem is that like both Messi and Neymar is like an inverting player in the wings,
Well,
and
he kind of
they are
likes it
trying to
because
actually
he's
like
he's
cover this
trying to narrow
space.
down, right? He's trying to narrow down, and so his wing backs kind
No,
of overlaps.
you need, for example, you need some stretch in the like in the wings, like for example,
But
like
if you
some
see
spaces.
Pochettino even in Spurs, or even here, or whatever his
Yeah.
team was, it's always his wing backs go to the flank, and that's very predictable. And I think he has to think sometime, how to go and deal with it. Messi is not your winger, basically. He was probably, when he started back in Barcelona. That's probably we're talking about 20 years back.
But being an winger, it also means like you have a, uh, I, I don't know, like a really good understanding with the striker, at least with the center midfielder and the guy who is just behind you, the right back,
Yeah.
or left back. I don't know. But the thing
So
is that
with
like Hakimi is
Messi
moving.
or even Neymar, I was almost thinking even 4-4-2 with diamond shape works better than whatever he's trying to do at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just thinking too much, but at this point,
Yeah, actually 4-4-2 worked for Barcelona for a while. you know, like with Suarez and Messi after Neymar left. Yeah, it actually worked for a while. But
and
the thing is that
Neymar
like,
is a fantastic player as a, even second striker that he already showed in Brazilian team, right? So I don't know if he kind of thinks about it. Maybe 4-4-2 with a diamond, Messi up top, and Neymar and Mbappe probably is your outlet to go and attack. But
yeah, it could work. But the thing is that like it doesn't actually solve the problems with the width of the like a building. Like you still need the wing back,
yeah,
like
true.
wing back to overlap. So that's the thing. Like this formation doesn't work for him, especially when they were actually playing against Manchester City.
Yeah,
The Manchester City scored probably like they just walked in at one point.
yeah. No, I totally hear you, but that's a problem with Pochettino. Uh, and I mean, if I was Leonardo, if Pochettino is not clicking, and Marcelo Gallardo of River Plate is actually out of contract in a month. and he's
Gallardo will be
yeah
obviously better.
this would be his I mean last trophy. River Plate hasn't won the Argentine league for a while. I think it's more than 8 9 years. So this time they're on
They
top.
relegated, I guess, 4 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. I think 21, 11, 12. I can't remember exact year, but then
I
Almeida.
was so upset actually.
Yeah, Almeida took over, and then Gerardo basically
Yeah.
won them almost everything except the league, and they're right now 1 or 2 win away from that league. Gerardo works because he's worked with very limited resources, and he has given them output which is the optimum output always, and there is always an identity of the team, and he has given roles, he has adjusted according to his players, and they've always got the results as well. And right now it's been a struggle for him. Like Palacios has gone, so he had to come up with a young player such as Simon. Can't remember his entire name, but the 19-year-old has been revelation for them for now. Julian Alvarez used to be a winger. Now Gallardo basically had Rafael Santos Borre of Colombia, and then he converted him as a striker, and now Alvarez cannot stop scoring. And now AC Milan and Leverkusen and Aston Villa, they're very very interested. So he doesn't. All of a sudden, he doesn't have the players, or he cannot retain the players, but his team somehow kind of has an identity and has a way of playing, and a lot of spectators doesn't know what Gallardo is doing there. If Pochettino somehow doesn't work, and Gallardo has been an ex PSG player, I think in a month, if Pochettino is not working, I'd call Gallardo basically and give him a contract. If I was. But I think it's
But
more
I
than
don't think
more
they.
than Pochettino. I think it's about the culture of the club. I think somehow it's not like on the Manchester City level or Liverpool level or Barcelona used to
Yeah,
be, or yeah.
because the thing is that the thing with Manchester City happened, like when when the which Etihad took over in 2008 9 season probably, they actually built an academy, and now there are like 3 4 players like this guy Cole. He's brilliant. He's just 18 or 19. He is also like the product of Manchester City academy. So does Phil Foden. So like they build this thing, like 10 years later there
No,
PSG
no,
doesn't
no,
have this
no,
thing. PSG is
no, no,
buying stuff like,
definitely. I totally
and
agree because
suddenly they get Lionel Messi. They just bought it, bought him
yeah.
like without any plan. It's more like the situation with Cristiano Ronaldo and Manchester United. But now they cannot actually beat Lionel Messi. I saw this interview with Thierry Ori. He was basically saying like he's not that guy who actually sit on the sideline.
No,
He
no,
was
no.
more like,
True, but I think to be honest, it's not even fair because Messi was not 100% fit after basically he's played for PSG as well. Uh,
yeah, but still this team doesn't have any identity with Messi even without Messi.
no, that's true. That's because of the way they does it. They move. Their movement has been, I think, one of the worst I've seen
And
in entire
y-
Europe.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is that like it's not energetic. It's not like you know, I have this player. I am the best in the world. Probably, arguably, they are the best in the world in a way, like
In
in
the
pen and
name,
paper.
yeah, in the names,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
but
but
they are not acting like a best or anything.
now.
Even they are not actually acting like Leicester City today, because after conceding 2 goals, they were actually trying to come back, and
No,
there were
Lister
some
will always
movement.
be fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and there were some movement with Iheanacho and Davies probably, and yeah, they were trying to get back, and PSG doesn't have it in still. Like Di Maria trying to do something like
Yeah,
probably
I
second
was
six
going
leagues.
to say yeah, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it doesn't actually feels
doesn't
like a team.
yeah, it doesn't feel like a team. That's the right term. It doesn't still click as a team. But yeah, other than that, anything else to talk on?
Uh, Not much actually.
Yeah, on that case, we can wrap it up and probably enjoy the second
Yeah,
half of the
so far.
other game. Well, thank you again. Always a pleasure. We'll hopefully recording soon.
Hope so.